AFCON 2023 and Namibia have qualified for the round of 16 for the first time ever in their history. Shout out to Colin Benjamin. You have, like, this tournament. I've never heard of this guy. Let me just start there. I've never heard of him. But if there's something you're seeing in African football right now, and this is in wider football as well, the old way of playing, of having four at the back, parking the bus, and having static fullbacks, and your centre backs not going wide and not playing with the goalkeeper are gone. The teams that have done that, Tunisia, Ghana, who else? The others are smaller teams, but the teams that have done that in this tournament have really suffered. And today you see why. Namibia were not scared. Today, yes, they sort of like were not their normal going at the opposition in a crazy manner. But that's because there's a lot to play for, right? But the first game, the Tunisia game is why they've qualified today, because they showed a lot of bravery. They showed that they wanted it more than even the Tunisians. And they showed tactical versatility. They're not the biggest name in Africa, but they're not scared. They have, as their name suggests, they're brave warriors. Like, these boys are just yo. I'm so happy for Namibia. Colin Benjamin specifically, because there's when a team like this comes into the tournament, you always like, okay, the only time they're going to score is set pieces or like a penalty or something like that, right? But they actually try and create chances. They actually attack. Hanamub is one of the fullbacks that in this AFCON that has been has been running up and down that wing like a madman. He had a really bad game against South Africa where they lost 4-0, but they were very impressive in the first game and very good at this game. Like, they lost 4-0, but they've had 2 clean sheets in 3 games against Tunisia and Mali. 2 of the teams that were supposed to be finishing top of this group, So a big shout out to Colin Benjamin. Kazapua for me is going to be one of those. He has to get a move. That goalkeeper he's too good. Dion Hoto for me as well was quite impressive in this game. Like, he's just a hard worker. Like, he's such a hard worker. And his deliveries from set pieces, like, he has a very good delivery. I was actually quite impressed with Dion Hoto. I know Shalulile was quite quiet today, but again, someone who just works his socks off, like a leader from the front. That's Namibia. And for Mali, the team that I have thought of moving to after my Ghana team was removed, I have a few question marks with regards to them winning this tournament, because I believe they're good enough to win this tournament. But there's some things that are starting to show me that other things that they can fix. They're not bad things, they're not like crazy things, but just small things they can fix. Sinayoko, you need to finish chances, right? Like, there was a header he got like right in front of the goalkeeper and he headed wide. Like, I know he has scored 2 goals in 2 games, but I was going through Twitter generally, and just like Mali fans or guys from Malians who are saying like, this is the time Sinayoko decides to score, that normally is normally wasteful. So maybe this is him regressing back to the mean, like missing clear-cut opportunities. Hamari Traore, captain, very good, just solid defensively, a threat movie going forward. I thought Yves Bissouma had a really good game, especially after being subbed off. The first game after you're subbed off is when they played better against South Africa, and I think that was like a wake-up call for him. They've actually played. He's gotten, like, his pace has now matched, or maybe the tactics kind of changed, but he's now at the level where they need him to be. Other than that, Niakate at the back was also quite solid for me. For Mali, Sinayoko needs to start finishing those chances. You actually need to finish those chances. And they didn't create as many chances as I thought they would. And the last thing is the moments in this game in which Namibia were getting they were getting through their press and their high line quite easily on a few occasions. So I feel like this is something they just need to sharpen up. They need to really target runners and just make sure no one is running behind their high line, because they press really high. They press quite high. And they also know they're not a team that plays on the counter. They like playing on the front foot. So if your defenders are not sharp and Hamari Traore is pushing forward and the other team is playing that ball over the top, it could be a potential, signs for in the knockout stages and moving forward. But they have qualified top of the group. They've been good, they've been solid. They didn't need to get out of first gear for this game. And sometimes that's what you need. Just going to the tournament, no fuss, just no scary moments, just go into the knockout stages and see how it goes. So they finished up with 5 points. South Africa are second on 4 points. Namibia are third with 4 points as well, but with a -3 goal difference. And Tunisia are out of the tournament on 2 points. So if you look at the reason why Namibia qualified is if you look at the best placed third teams, as we are just about to do here, as you look at the best placed third teams, obviously Ghana out. Zambia are playing next, and they are the other team that's out. So a Zambia result today will mean if Zambia draw, Ivory Coast are out. Ivory Coast, who have already fired their coach, by the way. But yes, I have all hopes for Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire hinge on what Zambia does. If Zambia get a result against Morocco, that's it. But as you can see, Namibia are the second placed third team, and they are comfortably through to the knockout stages of AFCON. And also Mauritania are now confirmed that they're through. And yeah, that is how Group E ends, with Mali and Namibia finishing with a 0-0 draw.